Hello everyone, and welcome to my Chris Nolan tier list video. Like many of you, I recently saw the Odyssey, and after I saw the Odyssey, I thought to myself, oh, I've only missed about 4 of his movies, so went and watched those 4. I had missed Tenet, Insomnia, Following, and The Prestige. So I watched those. Now I'm ready. I can make a tier list video. This is the first tier list video I've ever made. I tried a couple of tier list creator things on the internet, but I didn't like them, so we're going to be using Microsoft Paint. And we're going to be going in chronological order. So, let's get started. 1998, Following. This is C tier Nolan. This movie is just clearly not on the same level as any of the rest of his films. It's very short. It's an hour and 9 minutes, and the budget was astoundingly only $6,000. So when you realize that about it, it makes it a little bit more impressive. But yeah, compared to his other movies, it's just not on the same level. He already plays with time right off the bat. In his first movie, he kind of makes you piece together the puzzle. He kind of jumps back and forth in time and makes you piece it all together by the end. So. Next up is Memento in 2000, starring Guy Pearce and Carrie-Anne Moss. It's about a man with short-term memory loss who uses notes and tattoos to hunt the person who murdered his wife. This is A tier Nolan. This was the first Nolan film that I saw. I saw it shortly after it came out. I was pretty young when I saw it, and I was really impressed with it. I haven't seen it since then, so I've forgotten some of the details of the story. But I remember it being really cool and really clever, and the storytelling technique kind of matched up with his short-term memory loss, and it was unique, and I'd never seen anything like that. So very cool movie, and very impressive for just his second film. Next up was Insomnia from 2002, about a detective investigating a murder in Alaska who becomes entangled in a psychological battle with the killer, starring Al Pacino, Robin Williams, and Hilary Swank. Insomnia is B tier Nolan. It was a well-made film. It was good. Al Pacino was particularly impressive as the sleep-deprived detective, but it was just kind of low effort compared to his other works. It was a remake of a Norwegian film from 5 years prior that was also called Insomnia. And yeah, it was good. It just wasn't as good as some of his other stuff, in my opinion. Next up was 2005, Batman Begins, which is basically just Batman's origin story. It had a killer cast. It had Christian Bale, Katie Holmes, Liam Neeson, Cillian Murphy, Michael Caine, Gary Oldman, Morgan Freeman. This is B tier Nolan. This was a good superhero movie, better than most superhero movies that came before it. It made Batman feel a little bit more dramatic, a little bit grittier, and the only reason it's not higher is that it's just not as good as the other 2 Batman movies that he made. It really feels to me like more of a setup film, which the first film in a trilogy often feels that way, and that's the case with Batman Begins. Next is The Prestige, which came out in 2006. About 2 rival magicians who resort to increasingly ruthless means to outdo each other, starring Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale, Scarlett Johansson, and David Bowie as Nikola Tesla. This is A tier Nolan. Prestige was great. This was the most impressed that I've ever been with Hugh Jackman. He did a very good job. The screenplay was clever, had some twists and turns in it that were unexpected. And it also showed that Nolan could do period, because it took place, over 100 years ago. Next up is The Dark Knight from 2008, where Batman faces the Joker and Harvey Two-Face Dent. Same cast as the first one, with a few changes and additions. Maggie Gyllenhaal is now in it. Heath Ledger joins, and Aaron Eckhart joins. This is the first S-tier Nolan film. The Dark Knight was fantastic. It had some incredible drama. It had some incredible action. It had Heath Ledger as the Joker, which is one of the best, most iconic performances ever. He won a posthumous Oscar for his work in the film. He died shortly after filming the film, which kind of gives the role a little bit of an otherworldly feel. The Best Picture snub, it was not nominated for Best Picture, and the following year the Oscars decided to allow for more than 5 nominees in the Best Picture category. So it was just a monumental movie, definitely S tier. Next up is Inception from 2010, about a team of masterminds that enters dreams to plant an idea into a powerful man's subconscious, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Marion Cotillard, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Tom Hardy, and others. This is A tier Nolan. It is a unique film with a mind-bending story. It has mind-bending cinematography and action in it as well. I personally saw this movie 3 times, which is honestly related to the only reason that it's not a little bit higher, which for many people this movie was confusing. It's very talky, there's a lot of exposition, a lot of explanation. It's long, but it's unique and very cool, and as a side note, the music is exceptional. It works intellectually, the stuff that they do inside dreams, but it also works just emotionally, and it's great. Next up was 2012, The Dark Knight Rises. Same cast as the first two, but now with Anne Hathaway, Marion Cotillard, and Tom Hardy. This is A tier Nolan. It's when Batman returns from retirement to stop Bane from destroying Gotham. This one is, put simply, it's better than Batman Begins and not as good as The Dark Knight. It's quite long. The story becomes a little bit sprawling by the end of it, and it's got a twist at the end that I don't particularly care for, but even with all of that, still A tier Nolan. It's got great action, great chase sequence in there, and a nice conclusion to the trilogy. And then after that was 2014's Interstellar, with Matthew McConaughey, Jessica Chastain, Anne Hathaway, and Mackenzie Foy, about a group of astronauts that travels through vast reaches of space and time to find humanity a new home. This is another A tier Nolan. It has more thrilling action, but now it's in space. Trying a new genre here and knocking it out of the park yet again. It's one of his more emotional films, mostly from the relationship between the dad and the daughter. It had some challenging concepts, had people talking about black holes and event horizons and time dilution. Very cool movie. Next up, 2017, Dunkirk. It's an account of the struggle for survival of the Allied soldiers on the beaches of Dunkirk in World War II, starring Harry Styles, Tom Hardy, Kenneth Branagh, and Barry Keoghan. Another A tier Nolan. This man is on fire. He tries his hand at war for the first time, does a very good job. This movie is sufficiently epic feeling. It has some great cinematography, very big shots. I saw this movie in 35mm, so I got to enjoy some of that cool IMAX cinematography work. Very good war movie, still played with time, which was used to great effect to build up suspense. Very good, Dunkirk. Next up, Tenet, 2020. About a secret agent who uses the technology that reverses the flow of time to prevent global catastrophe, starring John David Washington, Robert Pattinson, Kenneth Branagh, and Elizabeth Debicki. This is B tier Nolan. It's got more great action, another cool concept, but this one for me is his most confusing film. There were multiple times in the movie where I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't explain what was happening. It was cool and the action was great, but it was confusing to a point that it started to feel a little ridiculous for me. It's possible if I were to watch it again, I would change my mind, but it didn't hook me in the way that some of his other more challenging films did. But still a good movie. And then in 2023 came Oppenheimer, which is a J. Robert Oppenheimer biopic set during the time leading up to and just after when he created the atomic bomb. It's got Cillian Murphy, Florence Pugh, Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., and Matt Damon. This is S-tier Nolan, without a doubt. This was an incredible movie. It had an amazing screenplay that was filled with mostly just people talking, but it had so much momentum. It was very long, but it did not feel long to me. The bomb sequence was very memorable, very moving. The music was beautiful, and it was just a very important film. It was good that a big movie was made about this person and about these events. It got Best Picture, got Best Director. Chris Nolan's on top of the world after making this movie. The expectations can't be higher for Odyssey, which came out this year, a week ago. And it's a modern account of the ancient epic poem in which Odysseus endures a journey filled with monsters, gods, and trials as he finds his way home after the Trojan War. Starring Matt Damon as Odysseus, and Tom Holland, Zendaya, John Leguizamo, Robert Pattinson, Anne Hathaway, others. This is S-tier Nolan. The guy makes Oppenheimer, and then he comes out and makes Odyssey right after. Unbelievable. It is his most intense movie, most violent movie, but that's called for with the story of this magnitude. And it's an adult film. It's a serious film. It's challenging. You're supposed to feel things. You're supposed to think about things. It's got multiple memorable sequences, more great action, still playing with time. It feels sufficiently epic for a story like this, but it still feels like a Nolan movie. Still feels like a Chris Nolan movie. So it's fantastic. It makes a person want to make a tier list video. So hope you enjoyed the video. Go watch a movie.